Hey everyone, John Bozeka, Kenny Roda along here with you after a crushing Game 3 loss in the NBA Finals to the Golden State Warriors for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 110-102 the final score. Kenny, Katie explodes, 43 points, and a shot that takes everyone back to Game 3 last year, just about, 7-8 feet longer than last season from the left wing. Same three, same portion in the game, and just a dagger.
Yeah, that's the reason he's the second best player in the NBA behind LeBron James. And LeBron even talked about he's one of the greatest players he's ever played against. And for him to pick up the slack tonight when Steph and Clay were not at their best, and to carry this team to a Game 3 win after the Cavaliers played so well in the first half. They played as well as they could play, and they were only up 6. That's how good Golden State is, and that's the luxury of having a Kevin Durant to go along with a Steph Curry, a Klay Thompson, and a Draymond Green.
It just seems like no matter what, it was echoed throughout the post-game interviews from LeBron, Kevin Love, Steph, KD, that they're just waves that come from Golden State. Just when you think you're comfortable, you can't get comfortable. It's what LeBron said the other day. You need to constantly be uncomfortable because just before you know it, I think spurtability was the word.
That's the word.
I saw you tweet out that Ty Lue said.
Yeah, spurtability. And the spurtability looked like this. A 16-5 run to close the first quarter to keep them in the game. This is Golden State. A 10-4 run to close the second quarter and only be down 6 at halftime. And then they started the third quarter with more spurtability. 17-6 to start the third for Golden State. And you add that up, and if my math's correct, 43-15 in those spurts. And that was the difference in the game.
Basketball is always a game of runs. Against Golden State, it becomes that much more of a game of runs. Anytime you have 4 superstars, but anytime Steph Curry goes 3 for 16, you probably expect to win the game. When Steph Curry and Klay Thompson combine, I guess I'll ask you like that, Kenny. If I told you that they were going to combine tonight for just 21 points.
Cavs win.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Cavs, you give me those stats. I'm saying the Cavaliers win the game, but that's where Kevin Durant would not let his team lose. 43 tonight, the dagger 3, deja vu all over again, but as LeBron said, a few feet behind where he hit it from last year. And you know what? Rodney Hood played outstanding. He got some minutes tonight, and he took advantage of those minutes. LeBron was okay, his typical
he had a triple-double,
right?
I mean,
but I think he tired in the fourth quarter, plus his ankle was bothering him. And Kevin Love had an awesome first half, as well as I've seen Kevin Love play for the Cavaliers. His intensity, his aggressiveness, his physicality, making shots. 15-10 at halftime. He finishes with 20, no field goals, all his points from the free throw line, and only 3 rebounds in the second half. So, again, the inconsistency of Kevin Love hurting the Cavaliers at the most inopportune time.
You know, it's funny, I was texting with some friends, and we were dropping stanky leg offense in the second half. The ball didn't seem to have that energy. It wasn't moving from side to side. Guys weren't getting shots. Last thought here, Kenny, we don't want to belabor this loss too much. Cavs again lose 110-102. They go down 0-3 at this point, similar to last season. How do you not just pack it up on Friday and say there's vacation coming on Saturday?
We're going to find out if the Cavs can do that. It's about pride at this point. A couple of years ago, you're down 3-1, but don't forget you had Kyrie Irving to go with LeBron and with Kyrie. That luxury of the big 3 for the Cavaliers. There are so many luxuries with Golden State.
4 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And you throw in Iguodala and Livingston.
How about the guys off
6.
the bench, the slip screens for the dunks with Bell and JaVale McGee, and that's why they're the best team in basketball, and they're a win away from being back-to-back champs. And the Cavaliers, it's about pride. Do you want them to celebrate here on your home floor, or do you at least want to put up a fight and fly back across the country and maybe get beaten Game 5, but don't let them celebrate here? I think that's one of the things that you factor in. And also, if they're good enough to be so close in 2 games, you take that maybe into consideration, saying we could easily be up 2-1 instead of down 0-3, but we're not. So
maybe the world owes you one in a Game 5.
Let's see if we can figure it out in Game 4 and keep it alive.
It's going to be a tall task. Of course, if you remember back to 2015, Golden State did celebrate on this floor right behind us. That was a 6-game win. No Kyrie, no Kevin Love in that series. And again, the stakes were favored for Golden State. It seems like there's only been one time where the stakes haven't gone in favor of Golden State.
And the other thing I want to interrupt, LeBron doesn't want to be swept. He doesn't want that on his resume as part of his legacy. At least win 1 game, because it already happened to him once against San Antonio. This team, I think, is better than that San Antonio team, so it might happen, but he's going to do everything he can to not let it happen.
He's Kenny Roda. I'm John Bozeka. You can listen to him tomorrow 3 to 7 with JT. They'll, of course, dissect this. And if you're still crying at that point, like I probably will be, you can call in 330-450-1480. They'll take your calls. Also listen to Morning Sports on Canton's Morning News with Pam Cook, Jim Michaels, and myself. And you can catch us all day on the radio. Go
You know
ahead.
what? I'm jealous of you. I'm looking because we're shooting this and we can see it. You've got so much hair you can't see your forehead. Mine is a blinding light. Look at that. I don't have a forehead anymore. I've got an 8 head. I'm jealous of the hair.
It's the beauty of being 24.
Opa.
Have a good night, everyone.